Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
In a diesel engine, glow plugs are used to heat the air in the combustion chamber. Diesel starts with difficulty, right after starting in frost, the main signs of malfunction of heaters, relays. Consider how to check the glow plugs and whether it can be done with your own hands with the help of a tester. Ways to check the operability. How to check the operability of glow plugs, measuring the resistance of the heating element. Optimal way of diagnostics, if you want to check the glow plugs without removing them from the car. But measuring the resistance of the filament does not give a full picture of the glow plug's performance. Even with a slight deviation from the nominal resistance, the heating element can heat up unevenly. If you know how to use a multimeter, you can easily identify a faulty heater. Testing in the removed state. Unlike measurements with a tester, this method allows you to visually see how quickly and how evenly the heating rod heats up. The method does allow you to reliably check the glow plugs, but is associated with the risk of breaking the base when unscrewing. If the glow plugs have not been removed for a long time, or were clamped with the wrong force, screwed without the use of anti-carbon monoxide sealing paste, they stick to the walls of the seating wells. Cases of breakage are not rare, so if you want to check the glow plugs, unscrew them with special care. When checking glow plugs, it is important to know their normal warm-up time. Conventional heater takes up to 60 seconds to reach operating temperature. Fast-acting glow plugs, up to 10 S. Accelerated heating is ensured by a special design of the heating element. Self-regulating, up to 5 S. There are two spirals connected in series, one of which ensures the speed of warming up, and the second one allows to regulate and maintain the temperature. Even after the main preheating phase is switched off, high temperature, post-heating, is maintained on the heating element for about 3 minutes to improve combustion of the TPVS. When checking the glow plugs, pay attention to the heating behavior. A serviceable element should heat up evenly from the tip of the rod. Only a small area near the end of the rod enters the combustion chamber, so this is where the degree of heating is most important. How to measure resistance. The glow plugs on a diesel engine can be checked with an ohmmeter or a universal tester in resistance measurement mode. Find out the exact standard values from the heater manufacturer's technical documentation. The spark plug is serviceable if the resistance of the spiral lies within 0.7 to 1.8 ohms. An infinite resistance indicates an open circuit. To measure single-pole elements, place one probe to the contact pad of the candle, to which the plus wire is connected, and the second probe to the metal housing. Glow plugs can also be checked with current clamps. But we cannot recommend this method of diagnosis, as the device has an error and does not allow you to clearly assess the time and nature of glow plugs. Diagnostics without removing the plugs from the car. Among all the ways to check the plugs, the method with removing the injectors is the most optimal, if you feel that there is a great risk of breaking the heater when unscrewing. On many engines, you can see the edge of the pin through the injector's screw-in holes. Thus, by turning on the ignition on an unheated engine, you can check the glow plug's performance. Nozzles also get stuck during engine operation, but it is almost impossible to break them when unscrewing them. Caked injectors can be removed using a hydraulic puller or an inertial clamp, which can be made with your own hands if desired. Removed heaters. How to check removed heaters. Connect the plus lead of the glow plug to the plus battery. The contact must be reliable. The cross-section of the wire must not be smaller than the one used on the vehicle. Clamp the plug body with pliers and apply them to the minus lead of the battery. The video demonstrates how to check glow plugs with your own hands. A few hours before the check, pour a little kerosene, brake fluid or penetrating grease into the well. Just before removal, blow out the spark plug wells with compressed air to prevent dirt from getting into the cylinders. Do not try to unscrew the part in one go if you feel that the base begins to deform, but the plug does not give in. Having made a turn or half in one direction, before the next attempt to unscrew it, screw it for the same amount in the opposite direction. Before screwing in the new element, clean the threads of soot and deposits with a tapping tool. Use a sealing non-stick lubricant. In some types of construction, a sealant may be used to prevent moisture from entering the spark plug well. Do not over-tighten the nut that holds the supply terminal in place. Be sure to use a torque wrench when tightening. Running time relay, wiring. Check the supply voltage with a multimeter in voltage measurement mode. If the engine temperature is less than 60 degrees, after turning on the ignition, the center electrode should have a supply voltage. You will also be able to assess the correct operation of the timing relay. If each glow plug has an individual wire, it is not unreasonable to check the integrity of the wiring. To do this, it is most convenient to pull out the timing relay, and then wire the wires with a tester. Signs of malfunction. What signs indicate a glow plug malfunction? Difficult starting at temperatures below 5 degrees Celsius. On diesel engines with a worn cylinder piston group, difficulties can start at higher temperatures. The correct operation of glow plugs is of particular importance on pre-chamber and vortex chamber diesel engines. On direct injection engines, the glow plugs show signs of malfunction at lower temperatures. The engine trots after a cold start. Glow plugs heat the air not only before and immediately at the moment of starter operation, but also after starting the engine in cold weather. The duration of the post-heating phase depends on the engine temperature. If 1 to 2 plugs fail after starting, there will be impaired combustion of TPVS in the corresponding cylinders. This is indicated on the engine behavior by vibration, smoke from the exhaust pipe. Once the temperature in the combustion chambers of all cylinders is equalized, the engine begins to run steadily. Related articles, discussion Erkin Temikanovic. In conclusion, checking your glow plugs correctly is essential for maintaining optimal engine performance, especially in diesel vehicles. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can ensure that your glow plugs are functioning properly, which will help improve starting efficiency and reduce emissions. Remember to always prioritize safety and consult your vehicle's manual for specific guidelines. Regular maintenance can save you time and money in the long run, so don't overlook this important task. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more helpful automotive tips.